What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my video. This is your boy Vegeta J, and I'm back with another one, with a banger. So let's get right into it. This is how I built 20 pounds of muscle in 1 year with only calisthenics. This is a picture of me. Let's see, I was really skinny. Really skinny. I'm still skinny in this picture too. Then boom, I'm ripped. I went from being skinny to being lean, very lean, muscular, ripped. Abs are showing. In this photo, you don't see my abs. I don't have any. I have a starving pack. In this photo, I have abs. I have clear, you can see my muscles clearly, very clearly. I'm cut up. And this is from only calisthenics. So I have people sometimes that tell me like, oh, have you been hitting the weights? Like, have you been lifting? Or have you been, I'm just like, nah. Like, I do strictly calisthenics. I do weighted calisthenics. That's the most thing I do with weights. But other than that, I'm doing weighted calisthenics. I'm doing calisthenics, body movement exercises, strictly just body movement exercises. I do some weights here and there, but during this transformation, I wasn't doing any weights. I'm just strictly body weight exercises, weighted calisthenics. I got the weight belt, I'm trying different exercises, different variations, just trying to, try different things. This is my first year doing calisthenics, so the transformation is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm looking at this photo, I'm like, damn. Like, that's wild crazy. In 1 year, 20 pounds of muscle. Now, let's break it down to you. I want to tell you exactly how I did it. Alright, so first, skinny guy excuses. Avoid limiting beliefs. Now, I used to say these things. I used to be one of these guys. I used to be really skinny, like as you see in the photo here. I used to blame it on my genetics. I would say, oh, I'm just skinny. This is just me. Like, it's just part of my genetics. I'm just really skinny. My parents are skinny. Nah, that's bullshit. That's a limiting belief. I used to say my metabolism is just too fast. Every time I eat something, it just comes right out, That's another excuse, another limiting belief. We gotta avoid limiting beliefs. We need to use positive enforcement. We need to be positive. We need to instill in our mind that, we could do this because it's possible. I proved that it's possible because I just did it, right? Look at the photo. I went from being really skinny to being ripped. It's possible. I don't want to hear no excuses, right? So, another excuse, I just don't feel hungry. It takes a lot of discipline to really just eat. Like, I feel like that's the hardest thing for like skinny guys. That is the hardest thing. Eating. It's like, I used to deal with this as well. Like, I used to just not eat. Like, I wouldn't be hungry. Or if I did eat, I wouldn't eat the right things. I would eat like junk food, or I would eat little portions of things. I wouldn't I'm not eating a full meal. I'm eating little bits of, like, I'm not paying attention to what I'm eating. I'm just not thinking. Like, I'm not eating with intention. That's the problem. Like, you have to do everything that you're doing when it comes to fitness. It has to be with intention. Because if you have no intention, if you're not going for a certain goal, then you're not going to thrive. You're not going to progress. Like, it's just, you're not going to really move up, And I went through when I was like 18 to like 19, 18 to like 19, I used to work out. I worked out my whole life, really. But the way I was working out wasn't right. I wasn't, for one, I wasn't progressing overload. Like, I wasn't pushing myself a lot. And on top of that, I wasn't eating right. So I was never growing. I wasn't growing. I wasn't prioritizing my diet. I wasn't prioritizing meals. I just wasn't. So that's why it was really hard for me to gain weight when I was younger, cuz I know I could have done it if I would have knew what I know now, right? You don't know what you don't know. So, you know, but this is why I'm here. So, some days I just don't feel hungry as other days. That's another problem. Like, you kind of have to force yourself to eat, like, in a way of like, you have to train really hard, and your body will naturally want that food. Like, you're gonna be really hungry because you just burned all those calories. You need to eat the right things, and also portion it well. Eat good portions of things, because you're never gonna grow muscle mass. You're never gonna build muscle or even just build strength if you're not eating the right things, you know? So, now let's go into the next segment, the diet part, right? This is exactly what I eat. Eggs. I eat eggs almost every day. Eggs is like one of the best protein sources you could ever have. Like, I kid you not. Most of my progress came from eating eggs every day and eating oatmeal with fruits. I used to eat oatmeal with fruits. Like, I wasn't consistent with it, but I would eat it a lot, like every morning or every night, and I would eat it every day. It was either gonna be in the morning I was eating it, or I was eating it in the nighttime, when, like, before going to sleep, like an hour before going to sleep, right? Those two things right there really boosted like my my progress a lot. I gained a lot of strength. I was eating, like, at that time when eggs weren't so expensive, I was eating about 5 to 6 eggs. Like, my parents were on some, like, what the heck? Like, why are you eating so much eggs? I know y'all probably deal with that too, but it's true. Like, I had to eat that so I could build more strength, and every time I ate eggs, I always felt way better. I always felt really strong in the gym. Like, I felt like I could put in pain, I could put in the work. I had the energy. My energy levels was good. Like, I felt good. My body felt good. That's just like, with calisthenics, you have to really know your body. You have to know how your body feels when you eat certain meals. Like, I think when you keep going, when you keep progressing your calisthenics journey, you realize that you understand your body even more, because you feel everything that you put in your body as fuel. You're gonna feel it. So let's say I eat a chopped cheese before I go to the gym, right? I'm gonna feel a little bit sloppy. I don't know, like, with me personally, when I eat greasy foods or like anything like that, like a burger, I don't know, my stomach is just, it just feels weird. It feels like, it just doesn't feel good, you know? Calisthenics is not, you're gonna have a higher level of understanding of your body, and when you eat certain things, how it makes you feel with your training, and how you feel in the gym, and all of those things play a big part when you're doing calisthenics, because it's full body movements. Like, it's body movement, it's body exercises. So you need to put the right things into your body so that you can feel strong and build muscle and build strength. That is the key. Now, I don't necessarily count calories. Like, I know people count calories, that, they got the little plate thing that you just put a bowl on it and you could see like how many grams of whatever it is. I don't necessarily do that. So I count my meals throughout the day, and that is how I know when I'm eating properly. I eat the right things. I don't count my calories. Like, I feel like that's just, I don't know. Me personally, I don't do that shit. Like, you could do it if you want to. I don't personally do that. I understand my body to a level where I can just count my meals. I know how much I'm eating, how much protein I'm getting. It's pretty simple. Like, you just have to put your mind to it. You have to be very intentional. That's going to be the key word today. Intentional. Everything you do must be with intention. So eat the right things and you will intentionally progress. This is not like something where, oh, it's like luck or like it just happened. Like, no, you're doing everything with intention. You're eating right with intention. You're training with intention. You're going to do incline push-ups. You're going to do push-ups. What are you hitting? Chest, right? That's intentional. If you're doing pull-ups, obviously you're going to hit your lats. Like, you're going to, you know what I mean? That certain exercises hit certain muscle groups. So whatever you're trying to train, it's going to grow. It's going to build muscle. It's going to get stronger. You're going to get stronger. And you're going to build strength. Now, eating before training. Like, this is a thing where it's like, I wouldn't eat too much before training. Because, obviously, you're going to feel heavier. Like, everything that you eat is going to feel, your body's going to feel it. You're going to feel heavier. Whatever you just ate is going to be in your stomach. Like, even if you do wait for like an hour, you might feel good, But if it's a heavy meal, you might want to wait even longer before training. Because you're going to feel heavier and it's just not going to be a great workout. Like, you're not going to have a 10 out of 10 workout when you know that you feel heavier, your stomach is it got food, So that's why I really like eating something very light before my training. Like, maybe even bananas. It could be peanuts, blueberries. Some days you could even have like 1 or 2 eggs before training. You necessarily want to eat like a banana and peanuts because it has fats in it. And I have a fun fact. Bananas actually stay in your system for like 3 or 4 hours, something like that. I heard about it somewhere. But yeah, like, eating before training is very important. You want to have at least some type of energy. You don't want to, some people could train fasted. That's even better because you don't have anything in your system. You're just training. But me personally, I can't do that. I like to eat something light and then go train. And I just be feeling good in my training. Like, I feel like I could put in full effort. I could put 10 out of 10 workouts. I be putting in the work. I might just put some clips in this video just so y'all can see what I be doing in the gym. I be weighted calisthenics. I love weighted calisthenics. Anyways, let's keep going. So, with your diet, you have to be very consistent. As a skinny guy, if you're not consistent with your diet, you're not going to progress. You're just not going to get better. It's like I used to do this. I know. I used to eat a lot one day. The next day, it will be very inconsistent with my diet. I wouldn't eat so much. I would eat a little bit. I'd have like one meal and that's it for the day. Or like I'll have one meal and like a couple of snacks. I didn't really have like anything crazy. I would be very inconsistent. I wasn't too consistent with my diet back then. That's why I didn't grow. That's why I didn't see any strength. And I was in the gym. I'm telling you, I was in the gym and I wasn't seeing no progress because I wasn't doing anything with intention. I would eat a little bit here. The next day I wouldn't eat that much. The next day I would eat more. Then the next day I'll eat nothing. Like, it's like weird. You're never going to grow your muscles if you're not eating properly. Like, you're never going to grow. You have to be consistent. You have to have a routine, a regimen. Like, you have to Stick to the routine. Stick to your diet. Understand, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to eat 2 eggs, I'm going to eat a banana, and then I'm going to go to the gym. Or I'm going to eat banana, I'm going to eat some peanuts, and then boom, I'm going to go train. And then after that, you eat a meal, breakfast, or whatever. Whenever you train, you eat a meal. You have to be consistent with your diet. That is most important when it comes to calisthenics. When it comes to any training, you must be consistent. That is another key word of the day. Consistency and being intentional, right? So let's go. Next slide, we're going to talk about your daily habits and your mentality shift, right? So this is like exactly what I was just saying, right? You must prioritize eating and you must be very intentional. As a calisthenics guy, you're basically an athlete. You have to believe in yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to set goals. You have to like try to level up in every area. Me personally, I'm trying to build strength and muscle. I'm trying to build both. Everybody has different goals. You must set your goals beforehand so you have an idea of like a target. Like you have to be intentional, right? So you need to have a goal set in mind so that you can reach that goal. Like, okay, let's say I want to do 10 pull-ups with a 45-pound plate, right? You need to really try to go for that goal. You need to be intentional. Like, how are you going to do that, right? You have to break it down. Boom. What you can do pull-ups, right? Regular pull-ups, try to reach like 20. Or try to do as much as you can. And you must believe in yourself. You must push yourself, progressive overload, build strength. That is the best way that I can put it. You must be very intentional. Building identity-based habits over outcome-based habits. Identity-based habits are habits that you want to build because you want to become something. You want to become someone. What habits does the person that I want to become, what do they have? Write it down, right? What type of habits do they have? Okay, so the person that I want to become, they read books. They are very smart, intelligent, right? They know how to speak. They know how to talk. They're ripped. They're strong. Okay, now you take those habits. You take those identity-based habits. You take the person that you want to become. Okay, you list it out. How am I going to do each of these things, right? What can I do? What habits can I obtain to become this person? And that is how you like set your habits and standards. Outcome-based habits are habits based off of an outcome, which is very temporary. You just don't want to set outcome-based habits because you're not going to grow as a person. You know what I mean? Like you're just going to grow to get a certain outcome. And those outcomes are usually temporary happiness. You're not going to be fulfilled. Being fulfilled is you becoming the person that you want to become in your head. Your highest version. Your highest level of yourself. You want to be that guy. How are you going to do it? You're going to set habits to become exactly who you want to be. And you must write it down. If I want to be one of the best calisthenics athletes, right? What am I going to do? I am going to write down how can I become the best calisthenics athlete? On a paper, how can I become the best calisthenics athlete? Bullet point. Okay, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to train. I'm going to make a routine. And every day I'm going to train and work on something different. I'm going to set a good routine that works with me. And you might have to go through trial and error with this. but at least you're learning. Every day it might be something different. Okay, this day I'm gonna do push-ups, incline push-ups, push movements. I'm gonna do dips. Okay, the next day, boom, I'm gonna work on my pull-ups. I'm gonna work on wide grip pull-ups. You know what I mean? Like, set a routine, set a schedule, because that is how you become successful, right? Successful people stick to their routines and schedules. Unsuccessful people make excuses and let life get in the way. Who do you want to become? Do you want to become successful? Then you will set a routine and you will set a schedule to become successful with intention. Intention. Everything is intentional. We're not doing anything. We're just waking up and we're just doing this. We're just waking up and we're just, yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow of life. No, we're not doing that. That is not how it's gonna work. You're never gonna become the person that you want to become if you have that mindset. You must do everything with intention. You must write out a routine, a schedule, create a workout plan that is going to benefit you. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm creating a workout plan that's going to benefit me. How can I optimize like everything that I want in life? How can I be better? I'm going to set my routine. I'm going to set my schedule and know every day what I'm going to do the next day. There's no fucking pop-up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just lollygagging and just doing whatever. No, you're waking up and you having purpose. You know what I need. I know what I need to do today. I know what I need to do today. Nobody is getting in the middle of it. I am unstoppable. I am going to go after it every fucking day because I know there's someone out there that is going after it just like me. So what is my fucking excuse? I have none. And that's what I want y'all to understand. There's no excuses. You must wake up and you have a schedule right there. It's not hard. You make a schedule. Boom. I look at the schedule. Okay, I just need to take action. Take action. Don't even think. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't think. You need to just practice repetition. Practice just doing it. Even if you start off with like maybe a light workout. Like, let's say you're a beginner, right? Boom. Start off with light workouts, 30 minutes, right? I'm going to do, 25 push-ups. Or I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 push-ups. Then the next day, I'm going to do, let's see. I'm going to do like 5 pull-ups, 5 sets. You got to start off slow. Right? You're not gonna just fucking boost up and like, obviously, right? We're gonna build strength, but you're definitely gonna build strength. You just need to practice repetition. And you need to understand the importance of delayed gratification. When you do 5 pull-ups, right? The first day you try to do pull-ups, all right, do 3 to 5 pull-ups, right? Boom, the next day you might not be able to do 3 to 5 pull-ups. You might be able to do 2. That's how it works. You're going to feel sore. Your muscles might, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not do the same. If you get the right proper rest, the next day you might feel better. Okay, boom, I could do 7 today, or I could do 6. That is how it works in calisthenics. Calisthenics is one of those things where it's like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, delayed gratification. One day you might do this much, the next day you might do more, or the next day you might do less. But you have to have the mindset of discipline. I'm going to practice this every day and I'm going to get better. If you want to be better, you will work to be better. Nobody's going to stop you. The only person stopping you is you, right? I don't want to hear no excuses. We're going up. 2025. Calisthenics. All right. Now, after that rant, let's go to the next slide, right? Training calisthenics. This is my advice when training calisthenics, right? I want you guys, if you're a beginner, I want you to practice mastering the basics. The basics look like push-ups, pull-ups, dips, leg raises or sit-ups. What else? Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, leg raises or sit-ups. Yeah, that's the basics. You want to practice these things and you want to you want to get better at it. Like if you're starting from the beginning, from the bottom, you want to do push-ups. You want to prioritize getting better at push-ups, pull-ups, dips, leg raises, or sit-ups. These are the four main movements for like any calisthenics movements, basically. And of course, there's different variations. You want to, of course, like try different variations. You want to switch it up. You don't want to be boring, right? You don't want your training to always be just, okay, I'm going to just do regular push-ups. No, you want to try different push-ups, right? Archer push-ups, wide push-ups, diamond push-ups. You want to practice the basics. You want to do wide grip pull-ups. You want to do close grip pull-ups. You want to do Australian pull-ups. There's multiple different things. But if you set days to, okay, I'm going to focus on push-ups and dips, push movements. Boom, do that. Next day, I'm going to focus on pull-ups. I'm going to do regular pull-ups. I'm going to do wide grip pull-ups. And I'm going to do leg raises. Or I'm going to do sit-ups. You need to be able to master the basics because this is going to be the foundation of everything else. Like, this is like everything put together is a muscle up or something. Push up is like push and pull. Or pull and push. That's a muscle up. Once you get the basics down, you have the foundational strength. Now you could start increasing your intensity. Now you could start doing more variations. Now you could start doing more sets and reps. Weighted calisthenics is a game changer. This will increase your strength so fast. Like the volume of your workouts will be intense and it will be just way better. Like ever since I started doing weighted calisthenics, my body weight training is just like, I could do more reps, I could do more sets, and I just feel stronger. Like I know it increases your strength quicker. Once you start doing weighted calisthenics, you could even start as a beginner. But honestly, I'd rather you start just doing the basics, body weight. If you could get up to like 25 push-ups in a row, about 10 pull-ups in a row, about 10 to 15 dips in a row, then you could definitely start doing weighted calisthenics because you already have the foundational strength. You could start making it harder. That's the point of adding the weight, to make it harder. And that is how you really build strength. This is how I built this physique that I have now, right? This is how I built this physique from weighted calisthenics. That is the most game-changing thing in calisthenics. Every calisthenics athlete could tell you that. It optimizes your volume of your workouts so much that it's like, wow, what the heck? Like, it just changes your whole physique and everything. My lats, like, they grew so much from doing weighted pull-ups. Like, that shit is just game-changing. And if you add chalk with it, if you get chalk, which I think you should get chalk off rip, to be honest, but if you get chalk with weighted calisthenics, that's just an ultimate game changer. After I got my chalk, my pull-ups has been increasing. My reps, they've been increasing. With weighted calisthenics, they've been increasing. Because I realized the grip strength, like my hands would just slip, but I know I had more strength to pull. I know I had more reps in me. But the chalk stabilizes like your hands, your grip. So you'll be able to hold the bar for longer without it slipping because of the sweat. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's very important. Another important thing is to take rest periods between your sets. This is very important. Take rest periods between sets. you need to let your body recover a little bit, right? You need to let it rest at least. I say like 2 to 3 minutes, depending on the intensity. Now, if you're doing body weight, like 2 minutes max, because it's body weight. You can still push yourself, even if it's like, let's say you're trying to go for 10, even if it's like 8 reps that you just did with less rest, you're still putting in a lot of pain. You're getting your reps in, which is going to build your muscles and build your endurance as well. Especially as a beginner, like the harder you go as when you first start is really going to start showing really quick. It's going to show faster the less rest periods you take. Now, if you're doing weighted calisthenics, you might need to take a little bit more rest because this is intense. It's weighted. So you might need to take like 3 to 4 minutes, That's how I be doing it. I take like 3 to 4 minutes, then I do another set. I do like 8 to 10 with the 45-pound plate, like pull-ups. 8 to 10. Take a 3 to 4 minute rest. I'm Gucci, right? That is one of the most important things in calisthenics. Yeah. So to increase your endurance, the best way to do it is with routines and time trials. Now, what I mean by routines and time trials is basically like, okay, you write out, I'm gonna do 10 pull-ups, 20 push-ups, 20 dips, and like a routine comes with, you're doing all these things, you're knocking them down within a time. So you're timing yourself while you're doing all of these movements, and you want to see how much time, when can you finish it, how long does it take for you to finish the whole routine, right? So this will increase your endurance because you're aware of the time and you want to be quick, right? And have quality reps. You don't want to be doing half reps, and no, you want to do full body movement, full range of motion, but do it quickly, and this will increase your endurance. I would say, switch up your body weight exercises. Try different variations, try different things. You want to confuse the muscles. You want to, this is for building strength and building muscle, right? Muscle mass. You want to try different things. You don't want to just do regular push-ups. You want to do wide grip. You want to do close grip. You want to do diamonds. You want to do archer. You want to do different things because this is targeting more muscles and is building more strength. You'll be able to do way more movements. You're not just stuck on one movement. You can do a lot, and that makes you really versatile. It's really a good thing to have in calisthenics when it's just full body movements, and you can optimize your strength even more with that, right? Boom. Now, recovery and rest days, right? It's important to train hard, but it's even more important to recover and rest. What I mean by this is, depending on the intensity of your workouts, you need to take rest. It's important to take a rest. And I have to really pee. Hold on. Use the bathroom. Shit. Alright. Now, like I was saying, recovery and rest. Now, me personally, I take rest days, and I know people who don't take rest days. You don't have to take rest days, right? But depending on the intensity of your training, let's say you're doing weighted calisthenics a lot, every day, that's not necessarily a good thing, right? You don't want to overtrain. You don't want to you don't want any injuries. That's the point of it. Overtraining leads to injuries. You don't want an injury because it will cause you to regress. You're gonna lose progress. It's just not gonna be good for you, obviously. An injury is, nobody wants to go through that, right? So that's the only reason why I say recovery is really important. You have to listen to your body, understand your body. Today, I was working out, right? I'm doing weighted chin-ups, and I feel like it just felt kind of weird here. I don't know what the feeling was. I don't know what it was. It just felt really weird. It felt like it just hurted a little bit, you know? So boom, I took off the weight and I started stretching. I started going like this. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I'm stretching my arms because it felt weird. So boom, after I stretched, I took some time to just stretch a little bit. I went right back into the workout. But that's what I'm saying. Like understand your body. If you can also practice active recovery, which is doing light training every day. You're not going intense every day, obviously. You're not pushing yourself to the top limits. You can do that. You can do calisthenics every day. With the intensity part, no, you cannot do intense calisthenics every day, right? It's better to not do that, like I said, because of the injuries, right? So boom. Now, I was doing research and they told me that the best recovery like foods will be eggs, bananas, sweet potatoes, salmon, and peanuts. It can help you recover quicker eating these things. And this is what I mean. Like when I saw eggs, I'm like, that makes sense. I eat a lot of eggs. So I can recover fast. I recover really quick. I did a challenge. I did 30 days in a row, and I was eating a lot. I was eating eggs. I was eating oatmeal either in the morning or in the night, and I was being really healthy. And I had the energy like to just keep going every day, to work out every day, calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups. And I feel like those 30 days that I did, it really like it changed my mindset. Like it's also a mentality thing. I had the mindset of like I have to train every day. Like I have to put in the work every day. Discipline. At that point it was no motivation. It was strictly discipline. I know that I need to work out today. I know that I need to post today. So I'm going to do it regardless of the situation, regardless of my schedule, regardless if it's in the morning or if it's in really late in the night. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do it. And that's what I did for 30 days. It's on my Instagram. I was posting for 30 days, right? That right there really set a really good thing for the basics. I was really pushing myself a lot, and I was really doing the basics things, because when I first started doing calisthenics, I kid you not, I could only do like 3 pull-ups. I could do about 3 pull-ups. I could do about 15 to 20 push-ups. I really could do more dips because I always used to do dips. Like it's funny because I never used to do pull-ups. Like I would do chin-ups like this. I never used to do pull-ups until I started doing it every day, and I realized, okay, I'm gaining progress. I'm gaining progress. I'm gaining progress. Now, obviously, the more you do it, the better you're going to get. But again, not intense training every day. This is body weight movements. I'm doing push-ups today, I'm doing dips. The next day I'm doing pull-ups. I'm training every day for 30 days. I wasn't doing weighted calisthenics at the time. I wasn't going stupid crazy because again, I was a beginner. I was doing the basics. The basic movements. I was still learning about it. I was still researching. And that was like around this time, like last year. Basically, right? It was a year ago. So after training the basics, I learned a lot of things. Like that, it set a great foundation for everything else. It got me into weighted. It got me into doing muscle ups. It got me into doing L-sit muscle ups. It got me into doing L-sits. Like all of these different things. It came from just mastering the basics, right? So methods of recovery are active recovery, which is like you're doing something every day. You're doing a light workout every day, or you're doing workouts every day. Some days might be intense, some days might be like a light workout, but you're doing something every day. So it's like your body's trained to just do things every day. Your mind is trained to just do it every day, which is a really good thing. Like that's a really good thing. You should always want to do things every day, whether that's walking, whether that's running, whether that's doing some pull-ups here, whether that's doing like push-ups here. You know what I mean? Every day. You want to be active, of course. You're an athlete, right? If you're an athlete, you're going to do it every day. You're going to have purpose, passion for it. You want to train. It's just about training with intensity, and some days not training with too much intensity. You still want to, have your muscles intact. You don't want to be injured, right? That shit is the worst. I never been injured, thank God. But I know people who have been injured, and it's not a good thing. Like, you literally will regress. You will literally lose muscle mass if you just stop training, obviously, right? Boom, ice baths. Ice baths, I don't do ice baths, but I take cold showers. And I can tell you it definitely does reduce muscle tightness and improves flexibility. It definitely does. Because you could just feel like your body is shivering. Like when I'm in the cold shower, my body is literally shivering, and it's like all anxiety is being released from my body. All negative thoughts is being released from my body. It's like fight or flight mode is just activated. I'm literally just awake. That's like a caffeine boost right there. I actually need to start doing cold showers more often, because the recovery from it's insane, right? Boom. The next thing is quality sleep. It's very important for muscle recovery to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night, right? We need to give our muscles time to recover, and that happens when you sleep. Like if you see prisoners, right? Prisoners, they're really ripped, and it's because all they do is work out and sleep. Like, it's crazy. They literally sleep and work out, and they're jacked. Like, they're ripped. It's insane how they be looking. And we're in the outside world, so what is their excuse? Feel me? So 7 to 9 hours minimum sleep. Your body recovers really good. I've started to really take this into consideration because my quality sleep needs to be even better. This is where your muscles are growing the most. Literally. So it's important to have really good sleep. It's also important because some days when I don't get as much sleep, it affects my workouts. Like, literally, I be feeling so tired. My body like feels tired because my muscles just don't feel like fully recovered, and I just feel sluggish, and I just hate those workouts. Like, I genuinely hate those workouts. Those are like 2 out of 10 workouts right there. We want to have 10 out of 10 workouts. We want to have the best workout and be able to sleep really good, and the next day have even better workout, right? 10 out of 10 workouts only. Literally. So, with that being said, this is how I built 20 pounds of muscle in 1 year with only calisthenics. I kid you not. I don't lift weights. I do not lift weights. I go to work, right? And somebody complimented me and said, "Oh, you're getting bigger. Like, have you been hitting the weights?" And I'm like, "Nah, I really don't. I just do calisthenics." And they did not believe me. I kid you not. I told this to someone at my job. They did not believe me. I was just like, wow. Y'all think you can't build muscle with calisthenics? Like, of course you can. Most people know that, but it's like the fact that they really didn't believe that I was only doing calisthenics is crazy. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm just trying to help skinny men build muscle how I did it. I want to see other guys progress. I want to see other guys doing well. I want to see other guys in the calisthenics community getting better, pushing themselves. Like, we're all just trying to level up, and we're all just trying to be better. And this is the way to do it, right? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm on all platforms at vegeta.j. If you want to send me a text, if you want to chat, if you want to train, if you want to work out, just send me a DM. We could get that started. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.